makes you fierce?
I approach life. I dash into that motherfucker. No, just
You dash into what?
Life in general. Like I feel like when it comes to life, I'm very fierce.
And I'm Michelet. Just here.
Hey, where's Gwen?
No, Gwen had came out all year. Where's she at?
That's right.
She's ready.
She's ready.
She's
ready
back.
Cause Gwen was out and about for a minute, like.
Whew.
When she had to take a chill pill, what happened? What happened? She got tired?
No, she ain't never tired. She's never tired. Oh no. Oh no.
And what's happening? I'm Felicia, aka Miss Sparkle.
What's up?
And then, you gotta bring it out every now and then.
Miss Madam Sparkle, it's your birthday, right? We just had
Happy
a birthday.
birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
She forgot. I forgot.
I didn't know it was like her birthday.
That was like a day ago. How you to forget?
Yeah.
I feel like I was at work.
I was at work.
Nothing special?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Ooh.
That means the week.
No, it's your birthday for a week. It is.
For a month. Most people celebrate for a month in California, I'm learning. Y'all
Yeah.
got birthday months out here. What's up, y'all? Pisces in the house. What's up?
You know it. It's all about them Pisces.
Y'all
Gemini gang, y'all tripping.
Wait, what?
They say that Pisces that's why we're going crazy right now. We
Wait
can't
a
figure out
minute.
what's going on.
Oh, so the moon is in Pisces?
The moon is in Pisces.
That's yeah.
Well, I mean, it's their
You gotta
season
get out
right
of Pisces
now.
because they need some dick.
Don't be blaming that shit on us. Hell no.
Yeah, we're not getting dick because it's in Pisces.
Oh, emotional motherfuckers. Y'all emotional.
Move out of Pisces. So
You ain't getting dick, that's your own fault. I don't know what
I
to
didn't say we
say.
wouldn't get dick, but we gotta get goddamn emotional about this dick, no?
Well, emotions,
We in the right one.
they got a factor in life itself. You gotta have some emotions. That's what's wrong with most of these men. They ain't got no goddamn emotions.
Tired of this shit.
Zero.
I don't want to feel anymore.
Oh, Lord.
At all?
I mean, like it's sometimes they hit your soul and you like, oh shit,
Fuck them
where'd
all.
this come from? Where did this come from?
Stigmatized.
He said digmatized.
Yeah, cameraman is over here digmatizing people.
Not people, women.
He had to correct that.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring one of his guests in to see how stigmatized they was.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Y'all talked to him last week.
Did you lay it across the table? What did you do?
You talked to her last week.
Huh?
You talked to her last week.
Did we?
Wait a minute.
I ain't gonna name.
Wig on?
I ain't gonna name drop.
The one with the wig on?
It's one of the two. You can guess which
the
one.
wig on. Yes,
You can guess
sir.
which one.
Now it's juicy.
In other words.
Damn, she's a G. She had two niggas in the building at one time. Like,
Okay, you ain't digmatizing too much because we be scared of other niggas if you was digmatized. This nigga can't
the
find
second
out
one?
shit.
The boy girl one? Okay. The tomboy, you like tomboy?
I mean,
He said
it's
no.
right. Like
As long as it's wet and hairy between your legs. Shut up, man. No.
No comment.
In here,
Y'all crazy already.
Alright, y'all.
So-
What y'all talking about?
We talking about
what's
this
going
Black
on?
History Month. What's up with
Today's the
that?
last day.
It's almost over.
Yeah.
The last of the Mohicans, the last day.
Why we only get 1 month though?
And it's the shortest month.
Too much.
They can't handle
But
it.
isn't Martin Luther King's birthday in January? It's not even in February. And his speech was in September.
Martin Luther King does not make up Black History Month, okay? There's so many other black people doing things. No, just
That's true.
you not playing. You
I
right.
heard he was gay.
I heard who was gay.
I heard,
We've been left real quick.
no, I heard Martin Luther King was gay, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
please.
Oh my God.
Coretta?
I'm charged to have his name right now.
Right. He got a whole day.
He turned it-
But didn't they say that what's his name
name
was gay with the guy from the Godfather? You know what's the main guy from Godfather?
Al Pacino?
No,
That's
The
Godfather.
Godfather, the Godfather.
The pretty eyes.
the comedian,
Oh my God.
the light skinned comedian.
He was
I'm
drawing.
drawing blank.
Yes.
On the
On the Godfather.
The fucking
No,
movie
no,
you talking
no,
about?
no. He wasn't on The Godfather. He was gay with the Godfather main character.
With Al Pacino?
Oh,
Al
God.
Pacino's an
It was
actor.
in the news that the Godfather's, or no, the comedian's bitch said he's gay with the main character from Godfather.
Was it?
Who is the main character?
Oh God, I'm about to find out like right now.
This is part of Black History Month, y'all.
Yeah, it is part of
So
Black
this
History
is.
Month.
What does this give us? No.
It gives us that the Hollywood is gay.
Upbringing.
She said Hollywood is
positive piece of black.
God damn, who made hot sauce? Who made
Wait a
grits?
minute.
Who
the
helped us
hot
out?
cone? How about that hot cone? Thank you for who made the
Madam
hot cone.
C.J. Walker.
Shit. Thank you.
You know who it is?
Marlon
Madam
Brando.
C.D.
Marlon Brando was gay with the comedian.
Hold on.
Who's the comedian?
Hold on. I know who you're talking about.
Guess.
This
Not
is
Lionel
Angel
Richie.
Scout.
He's the senior.
No, yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Okay.
High five. You didn't hear that? No,
Marlon
Richard.
Brando, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Richard Pryor's bitch said that he was gay with Marlon Brando.
What the?
Yeah.
Black History Month.
Like that, but you know, Richard Pryor.
Bitch, over there like, wait a minute, hold up.
Why you shaming us on Black History Month?
Many of those back then.
Sophia always turns to the left with the gays and
It's
We need to know.
It's
We need to know. We need
It's
to know.
cause she the lightest.
It says
I
Marlon
think she
Brando
like-
slept with Richard Pryor, comedian's widows confirmed.
It's cause she the lightest person in here.
In February last year, in
I know
Black
that.
History Month.
I know that people are giving Richard Pryor a
So
pass.
Richard
for that.
Pryor widow has confirmed that late comedian has slept with Marlon Brando after Quincy Jones let it slip that they're fling, then their little threesome. You know what?
Whoa.
Quincy Jones is dirty too. Like,
Can't.
Damn.
I'm not talking about you, nigga, but still you dirty.
I wouldn't expect less of those. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I never want to sleep with Richard Pryor or Marlon Brando or Quincy Jones. So they're not my interest.
They had a same-sex encounter on stage at the Hollywood Bowl to an audience of 17,000 people, and Mrs. Breyer yesterday told TMZ the comedian left behind diaries detailing his romantic liaisons with Marlon Brando. Damn. Black History
I don't know
Month.
how I feel about that.
I have no feelings. Like, let them know.
I'm just like, Marlon Brando was a sexy white man, but Richard Pryor, no.
It's Richard Pryor.
But Marlon Brando was before Richard Pryor, so what made
I
Marlon
mean, they were
Brando
about
want
the same
him?
time.
If it was gay for pay, I guess I understand, but
What's next?
She said, I understand.
What's next? Like, what do you have next,
I can't,
Sophia?
yeah.
What do we have next?
okay. Well, next we have, and I'm never gonna talk bad about Obama, cause he's a G. Like, he really does pay homage to the black folks. But we gonna listen to a little bit of this snippet of him, this thing he had.
If you were really confident about your financial situation, you probably are not going to be wearing an 8-pound chain around your neck. Because you know, I got bank. I don't have to show you how much I got. I feel good. If you are very confident about your sexuality, you don't have to have 8 women around you twerking.
Facts.
No, he's serious though.
Confidence.
Look at all them white people clapping.
That's true.
Why you seem stressed, and you gotta be.
All right, you guys, you heard from Obama himself. Y'all better man up and stop acting like that. We're going to go ahead and cut to break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce our guest, Miss Devyn Nicole. So make sure you guys tune in to Champagne Party.
And you're listening to Champagne Party on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy, and we have our lovely guest, Devyn Nicole, in the house.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course.
Thanks for coming in.
So, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, we're excellent. So, how did you get into the comic book world?
How do I get into it? Interesting. It kind of just found me.
Hold on, you want to introduce who?
I'm sorry.
Introduce you first.
She just did.
I know, but tell us a little more about yourself. Like
She must be like, I'm 5'9", I'm 6 feet chocolate,
Yeah.
like, I'm single.
no. Like,
I'm from the Carolinas. I'm 24.
Hey.
North Carolina, Charlotte. I'm 24. I've been working on this for probably about 6 years now.
Okay.
Once again, like I said, it kind of found me. I didn't choose Zara. I always say they found me because I was never into comic books, ever. I never went to comic store. I, never was really into like the movies or anything. And then one day I had a thought. It was like, hey, superhero. Since then, I started writing her. Then boom. Now we're here.
And it's a female superhero at that.
Female
Right.
superhero, yep.
So tell us about the superhero, like what all of the details about her.
It is Zara.
Because you know it's not too many of us.
So I can't tell too much because, I want you guys to read the comic and follow the story. However, Zara, she battled with foster care. So I feel like that's really important, especially for our community, because a lot of, children, that's their reality.
Yeah.
So it's really just good for them to say, oh, hey, I've been through this, and, I battled this when I was younger, and look, me, I'm still, great. I can still be a hero. I'm still heroic. So that's really, the main point of the story when it comes to that. Of course, she have the main strengths, like, she can fly, she has strength. I mean, she's strong. She can move things with her mind, things like that. But as the story develops, you will learn more, unique powers.
Okay.
Character.
So, do you kind of think she could battle with some of the Marvel superheroes, or do you think she just intergenre by herself?
Yeah, she's definitely by herself. So with me and what I'm doing, I'm creating a world of different characters. So Zara is my first character that I'm promoting. However, it would be a bigger, like Marvel. It would like a hero, like a world of characters. Can she battle Marvel characters? I don't like to say I'm competing with Marvel because like they're legends, okay? Like they've been out for decades. So it's like there's no competition. One day, when things probably pop off and things start getting real, serious, we may collab in the future. That's the thing. But I look up to Marvel and they paved the way for me to be here. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what is Zara and what is she, like her description? Because you know how Spider-Man has like the Spider-Man suit, red and blue, you don't know his nationality. Like, can you tell what her nationality is? Like, what's her description?
Can you tell what her nationality is? Yes and no. She's clearly a character of color with the big curly hair, the brown skin, the brown eyes. And I did it that way only because, and I like to say of color, because it may be Afro-Cuban or Afro-Latina who's darker in skin, but they still Latina.
Right.
So it's more so of I feel like that's really important just to kind of just put like she's this or like an image or like a statement on her because she's human. So she can come from all different type of backgrounds. So yeah, I feel like you can tell she's clearly quote unquote black, but it's more so of she can relate to all different type of nationalities.
And that's what's crazy. We're just talking about Black History Month, and like we like to label each other as like black, white, this and that. But black people are really Aborigine, and you know Afro-Latino. Like black people did start off in different areas of the world,
Right.
And that's good to like embrace that. Because like they try to label us as being this one thing, but like we're really more than what they say.
Right. I always say the only thing that's different between us and Afro-Latinas or Latinos is the boat ride. That's it. The boat come over here, the boat come over there. That's literally it. We were all the same, all the same.
That was a long boat ride.
I actually heard the boat ride started off in America and then went backwards, like when I did my history.
Really?
Yeah, like the boat ride started in America, then they went to Spain and Europe and then Africa and then back to America.
Oh,
but they took the Africans, the Aborigines and the Moorish from America. The Native Americans, like, the brown people.
Yeah.
They went on tour. They was like, we're going to stop here first, then we're going to cut to Spain.
Right.
We're going to go by Africa. We got to do a pickup out there. The hell?
Right, a boat tour.
Right. Thinking everybody, yeah, just get on the boat. We're going to hit up this place. No, now y'all stuck.
But the fact that the black people, or the urban people didn't fight back and was just going on for the ride to try to save our own race shows like the love and the sacrifice that we made to carry on this generation. Because even though we're still small in numbers, we're bigger than where we started from.
And I wonder if they would get on the boat now, though. Would they
Oh,
do
no.
the same thing?
No, they'll drown the boat.
Yeah, we can take the boat down.
Well,
this
we
time.
can say-
Taking over the boat. We know our powers
We
today.
can say the boat. We came over like as slaves, so we was forced on the boat.
I know, but if we would have known our power, we would have joined together and overcame.
Well, the boat
Right.
took people from America to Europe, to Africa, then back to America. So we did like like you said, a tour. But how would the people now act if they took them?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, we fighting today.
Whole different generation. Yeah.
Sorry, where you at?
Shit, you know.
Down. Yeah.
The boat's getting drowned, grenades going off.
Exactly. Yeah. It won't be as easy at all. Not saying that it was, but would not be the same.
So Zara was before Black Panther, correct?
I was working on Zara before Black Panther. Yeah.
Okay, so you wasn't inspired for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the young women today were to say, I want to be a superhero, or I want to come up with some type of superhero, what did you do? Did you, when you say you went to Italy or you contacted people in it, how did that work out for you? Like, how did that come about?
Okay, so like I said, it just kind of like, honestly, I feel like when the world has something for you, there's a place for you to produce, it like literally everything will just flow. Everything would just happen. Yeah. So I was working on the first issue of the comic, and probably a few months in, it wasn't even printed yet. My friend was like, hey, I have this conference in Italy. It'd be super cool for the kids. You have to come. Or the students. Like, you have to come. I'm like, okay, cool. Da, da, da. So I was rushing to finish the comic book. I was contacting my artist, like, oh my gosh, can you please hurry up and finish the comic book? Like, I pay you more extra. I just need this done. And I was so nervous because the books got there literally the day before I was supposed to leave. So I was like,
real close.
Oh my God, it was so close. I was going insane. So what we get out there, I was really curious on how the students will react to Zara because we're in Italy.
Yeah.
And, not too many, that I know of, people of color in Italy, especially where I was going, one. And two, Zara's new. This would be the first time she would be seen to people, period. Because like I said, I got the comic book the day before. So I went out there. I was speaking to the students. Of course, they have a translator. So the students was kind of looking at me like, okay, who are you? And then as soon as I said what I'd done, it was kind of like light up.
Yeah.
But they had to wait for the translator, of course. And they was like, oh my gosh. So since then, they had a comic book. I got it translated in Italian, of course.
Yeah.
And then from that point, the students was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Afterwards, they were like, can I get your autograph? It's so cool. Oh my God. So yeah, since then, they still follow me to this day. Like, what is this, you two? What is coming next? So, yeah.
So you just kind of believed and it came to you. Everything just fell into place.
Yeah.
That's part of manifestation.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what I teach. Like when I go to the schools, I teach kids how to unleash their superpowers. So kids are like, how do I unleash my superpowers? What is that? And I'm like, whatever you believe, it can happen.
Yeah.
And I'm a strong believer in that only because like what my life today has become. Like literally, I've seen where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Like I remember being 18 in front of the mirror looking crazy after the gym, and I used to picture myself like at red carpet events just smiling.
Yes.
If it was a fly on the wall, you'd be like, "Who? This girl is crazy. What is she doing?" And I was just literally just sitting there. I'd be like,
that's how it happens.
I'm in my shoulder, and I'm just like, And it's crazy, like now how everything is kind of like playing
Manifesting.
off. Yeah.
People don't know when God say you gotta have faith and believe.
Okay.
There's a reason for all that.
Yeah.
I gotta believe in it.
You also do like motivational speaking.
Yeah.
What different type of places do you go to? Is it just like schools or?
Mainly it's schools. We focus on schools now. However, I've been to like different centers, different programs, different conventions and things like that. I target schools because I feel like because right now it's easier for me to to reach the students. And then when it comes like to summer and everything, of course, I go to like to different camps and there's different things. I'm actually starting my own program in schools, where kids can just kind of go and, be reminded that there are heroes, probably tutoring, counseling, just different things just to make sure, they're on their merry way and into the world with, you know, their superpowers. So, yeah.
So, now, do you also talk to like special needs children? Because I think that'll be really good for like special needs.
Yeah, okay, so my mom works with special needs. Man, she actually did that before I was born. So I grew up with guys with autism. So the thing about when it comes with the comic book world, and especially what I was Zara, not disclaimer, I'm going to say a name. However, when I was in Italy, this little boy, he had autism, and he loved the book. And I was like, it was just really interesting. I'm like, okay, I don't think that he could really read that well. And I was like, but he loved the book. So I was okay. And I literally would look at him like, place the book down. 2 seconds later, he'll get the book. He'll like,
the pictures.
Yeah, it was the colors.
It's the pictures.
It was the pictures. And so now, and so my sister, she actually worked with kids, with autism as well. And she was like, oh my God, I gave my student a book, and he was on like his 3rd grade reading level, if that, and he read the whole thing. So the teachers didn't believe him because he quote unquote couldn't read. And he was like, no, Miss Dean, I could. And he literally took the book and was reading it word for word because of the pictures are so bright and it's so, I guess, fun to look at, I would like to say. They want to know what it's saying. Right. Like they want to know what the character is, like what's the story. Yeah. So I feel like it's like amazing as far as speaking to children with autism, not just yet, but the book by itself is speaking to them. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's like insane. It's crazy.
Yeah. It always touches my heart, especially as I used to take care
Well, they were little boys, right? They might have been attracted to the drawing.
How you just gonna cut me off? I'm sorry, I was talking up in here.
Well, you say autism, but she said they're little boys. I'm like, maybe they're attracted to the picture of the female, the Zara. Of Zara.
Probably both. They're young. So I'm sure they probably don't. Hopefully they don't know too much about that. But
these days,
can we see it? Can we see how Zara looks?
Yeah, I brought some books for you guys.
Yeah.
So,
when does it release?
When did it release?
Or it's already released.
Yeah,
okay.
Released.
Yeah.
So this is the first issue. I actually the first store was a month ago.
Okay.
And it was released, quote unquote, released in Italy when I had did a conference. So this whole year we actually just trying to like get this like the first issue out there, so people can be aware. Okay, hey, it's a new character. Who is she? It's not Marvel. So this whole goal is just kind of get people more aware of Zara, and then from that point, issue 2 and children books and TV. And we just going on up.
Oh yeah,
It's
all out there.
She is cute though.
I'm sorry.
Little afro.
Yeah, you can have it. Yeah.
Nice little body.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I aspire
You
like nice bodies.
There's a lot of them that have nice bodies. We take a look at all that.
I aspire to be like her. Like I go to the gym and be like, I need to train my superpowers.
Can't be a superhero and be slouchy. Right. Gotta be able to fly. Right.
That is true. That is true. This is cool.
So this is the promotional copy, I like to say. So just kind of get the story. Just more so of like the character out there. Like, okay, cool. This is what it is. And then from the next issue is when we dive down into the story.
Okay.
So you start to learn more backstory and where she's from and her mom. And
Where is she from? Can you
Well,
give us that or no?
Yeah. So she's from planet Nasara.
Okay.
So planet Nasara is really kind of crazy to explain. I'm a visionary and I'm a creator, so it's hard for me to put it into words. But I would like to put, let's say, Avatar mixed with
Avatar is already creepy.
yeah, like the world. I'm trying to describe the world to you guys. Like Avatar mixed with
It's like another dimension, right?
yeah, it's a whole like you can't even honestly put it into your mind to even like recognize it. Like as soon as you see, like, okay, cool, this is like a whole different.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's her king and her queen and her guy.
I love that. It's out of the box.
This is the king and the queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's
that's the
not
guy, right?
it's not on that moo moo. I don't mean to laugh, but it ain't on that moo moo challenge.
Oh God.
Oh,
Well, there's.
goodness.
Did I tagged you in it?
Crazy.
We were just talking about that earlier. How they, this is it kind of leads us into the next topic about how they had that
This is
moo moo.
positive kids.
Well, yeah, but I don't have no kids, but I know my sister does, and they put this little ad in the middle of their show.
Oh, where the little face pops up and
Yeah.
But they're as kids that have killed themselves off of it, right?
Yeah, that's not
Oh,
cool.
really? I didn't know it was. I mean, because my cousin, I actually, as soon as I heard, I don't have kids either, I had sent it to her, and she was like, okay, whatever, and she asked her son, and her son was like, yeah, mommy, I seen it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it,
that's
like,
sick.
but, you know, like, it scared me, so I didn't click on it.
Oh, so he disregarded it.
Yeah, luckily. But
That told me about it. I was like, shut up. I was like, what? We in the room looking it up. I was like, oh my God.
No, I didn't watch the whole thing either because I ain't trying to have
I
my
just
sister.
It
seen
scares
a woman
me.
with the noose beside it. It was a woman's face and a noose. So
oh,
I
God.
was like, what's going on there? Like, I didn't watch it again.
It wasn't a woman's face; it was a demon's face.
Yeah, well, yeah, like a Skeletor
Too much
looking
for-
like
It's a devil's playground.
dead type of
I'm a
character.
strong
Yeah.
believer, like, when it comes to the internet, and I even, like, I feel like as soon as you give your child, like, a phone or an iPad or whatever, or internet, you literally, you know, expose them to whatever. As soon as you give it to them.
We need to take it back. Take it back. Take it away.
Right.
It's not necessary. It's never been necessary to me. So.
We're gonna take a break real quick on that one. You're listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy.
And we'll be right back with Miss Devyn Nicole. One.
What's up, y'all? Y'all listening to Champagne Party on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy Radio. And we are with our guest, Devyn Nicole. What's up?
Hello. I love your voice.
Hey, I'm trying to be a sexy operator.
I'm trying to be like Theo.
Sex operator.
Alright,
So what's next for you?
What's next for me? Of course, like I stated, like the nonprofit that we're working on. Actually working on it like now, or
Okay.
like this summer, hopefully. You know, up and running, so we get it into schools, the programs, and of course TV. So that's the goal right now, to kind of, you know, get people involved and get people like aware of Zara. I'm a screenwriter first. Like I
Okay.
came up with the screenplay first, and then the comic book started to roll. So it's like now, you know, just kind of getting in the door, pitching to some people, getting the interest in TV.
Hello.
Movie first, whatever they say.
Netflix. Holla at her.
Whatever comes first.
Right, whatever comes
Let's
first.
go against Marvel characters. Let's really create a whole little strip with Zara and her friends.
Yeah, if you're selling the kids,
Zara and
you have
friends.
an unlimited lifeline of that, you know, possibilities that you can get done. Yeah, because we don't have that like as much anymore. You know, like back in the day we had Sesame Street and all this, and then they really come out that Bernie was gay with
Oh, God.
Bert.
That was just wrong. How they gonna do Barney like that?
After all these years, we found out Bert and Ernie were gay, and it was like, okay, well,
So we said Barney.
Right, I'm over here like,
Barney.
what?
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
That's Sesame
Oh,
Street.
wait a minute. Which one? Oh, Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Barney.
He was raping the
Remember they
kids.
just
That's
came out saying
different.
Bert and Ernie was gay?
He raping the kids. That's
You didn't
different.
hear
I
that?
heard them say Barney. I did not.
No.
No.
So that's our generation. Now you got to worry about moo-moos and with the Teletubby, because Teletubbies are gay for sure.
No, something wrong with the Teletubbies. They don't look.
What gives off the gaydar for Teletubbies?
It's all men. That's number.
Camaraderie.
There ain't no females in that farm or whatever they was on.
Wasn't they just walking aimlessly?
Yeah.
In the hills,
Yeah,
all
the
that
hills.
stuff?
Yeah. It was all men. It was a blue man, a yellow man, an orange man,
Colorful men.
Pink.
Walking in
It's a
hills.
pink dude.
and it was all rubbing their tummy underneath their stomach. And we know what's going on underneath there.
She's exposing your childhood right here.
No, but you know what they said in like what is it I can't Lion King, not Lion King, but not the
You
other
better
one.
stop right there.
Don't talk about
No, there was sex in the cloud.
Yes.
Care Bears?
Yes.
Not Care Bears.
No.
In
In
the
the Lion
clouds.
King, when Simba like lays down, it's supposed to be like
Okay,
in the
what was
wind.
he
It
laying
says
down
sex
for? Why
because he
laying
was mad at something and he went to go like.
And Aladdin.
So then he had a dream about sex in the clouds?
No, the wind when it blew and it spells out sex.
Why did they do
Oh
that?
my God.
Why?
Just like they got hidden penises in Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Wait, what
They do.
happened?
Like their arm is a penis. Like they
The castle in the Little Mermaid
Yeah.
has penis shape.
Are you sure that's
Yes,
not our
Google
imagination?
Disney's
You know what
hidden
they do?
treasures.
Hey, all the
Remember
kids, all the
Wizard of
kids
Oz?
shit got
Yeah.
this.
One of the little
Yeah,
Oompa
someone-
Loompas.
Y'all
hung
Y'all
out,
looking too
right?
hard. Y'all just some
Oh,
horny
yeah.
motherfuckers.
and SpongeBob
SpongeBob was
Bikini Bottom, nigga.
Hold on, one of
That shit's called Bikini Bottom.
Squidward, his nose was a penis.
them. Well, damn.
And he's gay.
I think you guys are just some horny toes. I see nothing wrong with it, but you're looking
like
a
our
bit
kids.
too hard at the toys.
These are like real things that they've come out and said.
But have you seen it for your own
Yeah.
eyes? Because I haven't never seen that.
Google it.
Well, the artist will start off as a penis, and then around it will be like a tree with a bird. Like, no, for real though. Like, you can Google this.
First penis.
You can Google the perverted artist, and it'll start off as a pussy or an ass or something sexual, and then it'll turn up to like a garden, you know?
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
what was that? Devyn, what's your take on this? Have you noticed any of this?
I have noticed.
Hey.
I mean, you know, on YouTube they do like the whole like subliminal thing.
Yeah.
I've noticed as I got older, I have, you know, seen some things in SpongeBob. I'm like, okay. I'm not saying that, you know, that's it, that is what it is, but it's kind of like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it's targeting kids. Like, I would rather you target my kid to be into sex than Moo was killing himself.
They had a panty raid
Now,
episode.
is it only dicks you see? You don't see
No, there
titties,
was
no
titties.
pussy?
It was. I just said that. It was ass and titties and pussy, and it was balls and all kinds of shit. Yeah.
All that?
I need to see this. I want to see some ass and titties.
Bro.
I want to see if they're showing the kids. this
Bro,
real.
bro.
It was starting it off like it was starting off as an ass, and then it turned into a bird. Like,
Bro, in SpongeBob, they had a panty raid episode.
Somebody was fucking someone.
SpongeBob watching porn.
but a lot of these artists, you know, they don't start off as regular child artists. They start off as pornographic. You know, they're into furries and, you know, cartoon.
There with the furries. No.
Cartoon pornography is really big in the artistry world, and you can look it up.
So we need to watch what our kids are watching. We need to pay
No, just take your kids' phones. Just take them.
I mean, I feel like the same thing. I don't feel like before a certain age that they even need a phone. To be
Exactly.
honest. I mean, it was never a time where I needed a phone to call home. To get
I didn't have one.
one.
You can play outside.
But you know now the world is a little bit more corrupted.
Yeah.
You have all that shit going on, snatching up from bus stops all the time, like crazy shit going on.
I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh.
Take control and we
not
need to
funny.
be more hands-on.
Yeah.
Point blank period. We need to meet our kids at the bus stops like we used to do.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we monetize, I'm thinking money. But we need to make sure we pay attention to what they're
Yeah.
watching and what we're giving them. Like, I don't understand.
Stop being lazy.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Right.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother's still old school with his kids. He takes the phones after a certain time. He pays attention to everything that's going on, and so far I think they're doing pretty good. So why can't we all do that? Yeah.
But it's crazy is if you're not learning it from your parents or teachers, you're learning it from your peers.
That's true.
You
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
So if it's not happening in the middle of your family, it's happening around you. So how can you train your kids to not indulge in that without being corrupted? Because I remember when we were little, the worst thing we saw was pornos. You know? Older people showed us pornos. Like, you walk in the room and you see people fucking, you're like, oh shit. But when nobody's
I
showing,
kind of like that.
yeah, when nobody's showing moo-moos or no Bloody Marys, and then not even Chucky, we was even like worried about. Like,
I was worried about Chucky. I don't know about y'all, but I was watching scary
I was
movies all
afraid
through
my
the
dolls
day.
was gonna come out.
no, the dolls though.
Night of the Living Dead, scared to come out.
What was that movie called with the dolls, with the little dolls that were running around?
Oh.
It's a movie with the dolls.
I remember that.
Nobody
They would
remember?
jump down off the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's that movie called?
Toy Soldiers?
Story?
Toy Soldiers?
No,
Was
it's
it?
scary.
Toy Soldiers?
No, it was something else.
No, was it?
No, it was like, it was something about toys though. It was when they're
Toy
jumping off the
I gotta
shelf.
think about it.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was toy. It's not.
Toy Soldiers?
No,
She said it was a scary movie.
it was. Remember when they're demonic and they're jumping off the
Yeah.
shelves, killing people?
They had the little knives.
Yeah.
That gave me goosebumps.
Y'all gonna go home and have nightmares tonight.
About toys and shit.
There actually is a remake of Chucky coming out.
I heard about that.
Leave it
I
alone.
think
Leave it
that's so
alone.
retarded.
People don't know how
I
to do
love
it.
the Chucky.
Yeah, that's
Sure
sure.
is not.
Just like it though. I ain't watching it. I ain't watching no clown coming out of the sewer. Like,
Hey, Jordy.
Talk my damn voice. It's the same
Sex
voice.
It's not.
It is the same.
It's not.
Ladies, where you at? Who are you? They can't see you. You gotta tell them.
Hey, I am Tamara, aka the Fierce One.
AKA Cottonmouth.
Oh, yeah, all day, baby.
I can't. I'm just like the wild and crazy one.
I can't have cotton mouth. What the hell? What's the joke?
Who's over there?
Sophia Elizabeth. I'm coming.
All right, get it together, ladies. Come on.
Oh, Sophia Elizabeth. I'm just laughing at Tamara. And Felicia, you got the most porno voice out of all of us. So.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I do not have.
Ooh, look at how it turned.
It got
Right.
You have a more of a demanding porno voice. Like, we're all submissive. They want a demanding one.
Yeah, you know, that's why she calls us madam.
Oh, exactly.
You know, don't play.
Y'all don't
Look
know
at her.
shit
Trying to
about
act
that
innocent.
Teach us how to crack the whip, Felicia, please.
Shut
We
up.
all need to learn. We
You
all
know, we-
submissive girls up here, and you're the what is it?
Dominate.
I am not submissive.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be, but
No, you are.
for the most part, no. No.
You a lie.
No.
You see how they are?
You a lie.
Anyways, you guys are tuning into Champagne Party, and we are here Dash Comedy because Marcus King is presenting this shit right here. Anyway, so welcome back to Champagne Party. We got a lot of news. Some of it's the same old news. Some people like Sophia tired of what's in the news, but we gonna talk about it any damn way because that's what's popping. And we got a guest, Miss Una. I was trying to figure out her last name. She was like, "Girl, you know, it's crazy. So just call me Una." I was like, "Okay." So
Una?
we gon' yes. She's sexy too. She's hot. I was like, "Who's this?"
She
in the
got
lobby.
ass on her.
Okay, so we're gonna bring her in on the second segment. What you signaling for? What is going on?
She got the giggles over
No, because when you said she was hot, I was like, Felicia's a lesbian in my head. You know, like head thoughts.
What? I'm
Like,
a lesbian.
What ran through my mind
Not
was,
anymore.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
just kidding.
oh no. See, that's that dominant side.
I got some stories, but you ain't gonna know until
You a pillow princess.
Ooh,
What?
damn, Felicia.
Shut up.
She said it ain't a kid.
Fifi. That's why they call it.
Lock me up. Throw away the key.
No, I had that name since I was little. Fifi. My mama didn't know that. They ain't got shit to do with nothing.
You a pillow princess, huh?
Anyways, did you guys hear about Chicago is set to elect its first black female mayor as candidates preparing for the runoff?
Yeah.
Did you guys know about that? Y'all didn't know shit
No,
about
I
it.
didn't. That's Black history right there.
So, well, now you know. See, yeah, and Sophia was talking about Black history in the prior show, and okay, so that's a part of it.
And she just up for run. She hasn't won yet.
No, she's a candidate.
Well, let's get everyone vote for her, please, because we need a woman to control these crazy ass men. You'd be a good mayor, Felicia.
Mm.
Ooh, you like that idea, huh?
Yeah, that sounds good. That makes
All in politics.
I think you would be good. You can crack the whip on a lot of people. So of course, men, you'd be like, shh, do what I want. Especially white men, they'll listen more than.
I'm not messing with you.
What are you trying to say, that white men listen more than black men?
Yeah, and you know you'll
Or you
have to take their position, I guess. That's every time I think of Felicia now, I'm gonna think. Now I finally got it. You're a whip cracker.
You hear this shit? I don't know. We need to add that sound effect into the. You know,
Find it, man.
Okay.
The whip cracker.
Also, almost like I don't want to even get into it. I was about to go left real quick, but we're gonna keep it right there. Also in the news, we got Justin for Junior. You guys remember that story, right?
Justin for Junior.
Who's Justin?
That breaks my heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
Junior, in New York.
yeah, right.
The guy that got stabbed, or the little boy that got stabbed. Yeah.
Right, and they caught it all on video, everything at the gas station, all because of mistaken identity or setup. Then the little girl, she lied and said it was him or something.
Yeah.
She need to get it too.
Yeah, she's.
It was his mom's birthday too, not long ago.
She need
Yeah,
to
so
go
what
to
they
jail
did
too.
was they went ahead and they named a street after him. So that's
Yes.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
That made me kind of want to get off social media because there was other people recording him getting stabbed and nobody
Nobody helped.
stepped in.
Nobody did shit. And
Nobody
that's
called the
what-
cops in time. Yeah.
I hate it.
Nobody never wants to be involved.
And that's the main thing that people do right now. They're so quick to take out a phone instead of help because they want to sit up there. Ooh, let me see how many likes. Let's make this shit go viral. But people dying on the street and shit. So you gonna record it instead of helping? You know, it's crazy. It's a bunch of cowards out there now.
Yeah, because the shop owner was like, get him out too.
Yeah, yeah.
He could have at least pulled his gun out and scared the guys with the knife.
Right,
But he was
right.
like shooing him out of the shop.
People just lack compassion, period, for people these days.
Right.
Because you're probably gonna be in a, like laying a fire. Like if you were to jump in, you probably would have got stabbed too. But
But do something.
But call the
about it.
cops.
Make a
Like, why
call,
did nobody
yeah.
call the cops? At least you can hear that commotion
Throw
outside
a
of your.
bottle, I don't know. Throw a whole motherfucker.
If I would have had a gun, I would have
Throw
started
the
a
whole
whole
shelf,
show.
I don't know.
Motherfucker,
Shit,
right?
throw the shelf and run. I don't know. Help a motherfucker a little bit. Like, golly.
So you guys would have helped him, right?
Yeah.
I would have did something. Not just
Right.
pull out a phone and
Honk a
watch.
horn, do
Something.
Car run into the window. I don't know. If somebody gonna die anyway, you might as well kill everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Start shooting kneecaps or something like.
Slice.
Shit.
I don't know. Dice. I don't know. From behind. I don't know.
But do you think the shop owner may have had a gun himself and just didn't bring it out?
Of course they did.
You know
Of
they
course
do.
did.
That's New York. too.
Because they said that they were a
that was
gang and they were
Bombay.
afraid of retaliation, but yet 12 people that stabbed this guy was all taken down.
Was
So
it
wouldn't you rather
12?
be? Yeah, it was like 12.
It was
Jesus
12.
Christ.
I was in Bombay.
No, it is like 12. There's like over 10 people that
Are you
have been
serious?
took to jail. I mean, the main people that stabbed him were probably like 2 or 3, but there was like the whole gang. It was a lot of people. It was over 10 for sure.
Gosh, and he reminded me of my own son, so that it really hurt.
He
That
did
hurt.
look like your
Yeah,
son.
he looked just like my son. It was scary to see that, and he's the same age, you know.
Right. That's sad. Okay, I don't want to talk about this shit.
Well, that is sad.
Cause now, okay, Missy, I got something for your
Why
ass.
gotta be from my ass?
Because you know football season just wrapped up, and
Oh my God.
the New England Patriots owner. Ain't you a Patriots fan?
I am a
Hold on, y'all gotta see
Patriots
this.
fan.
Y'all gotta see this. Hold on.
Look,
Hey, you trash.
You know what happened?
I do know what happened.
The New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has entered a plea of not guilty to charges of soliciting prostitution. The court records show it, y'all. He's a prostitute pickup.
No, that's all of it.
What the fuck that got to do with me?
I'm just saying because
That's your team. That's
your team.
I mean, shit. This was so much happens with these teams, these owners. I'm pretty sure he's not the only one. He just got caught. Like,
Yeah.
77 years old. He
Sometimes you gotta
rubbed
bust
He's
it.
a
I mean,
billionaire.
You see the memes that were promoting his, soliciting? They were like, people with 4 rings can't jack off on the hand, or 6 rings can't jack off on one hand. Like they're like,
Yeah.
like let him
Yeah, sometimes
solicit.
you gotta bust a nut.
He a billionaire.
I mean, shit.
At a day
You gotta
spa.
pay for it, I guess. If you got
Happy
the
ending.
money, then you go right ahead.
Right.
hold the hell up. Did you say he was 77?
He's 77.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
ain't
Yeah.
nobody
77
doing that.
with
You gotta have a
39-year-old
wife or pay.
girlfriend.
You gotta have a wife or pay. You can't do that for free at 77.
Isn't he the one that I think they was talking about him too, saying that he paid like $70 for this one, and they was
Probably
like,
did. Shit, I don't know how many they was charging.
It was a massage parlor.
Yeah.
and they said after that, the market is going down for prostitutes. You can get a
Oh,
blowjob
damn.
for like $10. You could do like
Oh, my
Applebee's,
God.
2 for $20.
Applebee's.
Y'all better
Oh,
step y'all game up. And,
I mean, come on,
prices,
y'all. Y'all gotta
y'all.
help. Listen, help us out as a womankind.
Well-
Please give us some more. Look, $10 ain't enough, ho. You selling us all short.
Wasn't it a Chinese sex shop though? $70 in our money is like $1 million over there.
Oh,
So
shit.
No, it was here in Florida.
Yeah, but they can't all fly to China. They
No,
gotta
but they
stay
do.
here.
I mean, it was in the States. It was
no,
in Florida.
actually, I did hear it was more Floridians. The
Yeah,
female from Florida,
in
y'all
Jupiter,
selling it for
Florida.
In the
nothing.
States, she was saying like
But-
China.
Selling it for nothing.
But at the end of the day, like that's the number one, occupation is prostitution. So like, don't look at the Johns, look at the bitches who are doing it for nothing.
Y'all
Like,
need to set y'all's prices up. Yeah. Shit.
Your prices is too low.
Yeah, y'all need to come on. We worth a little more than 10, 22 for 10. Y'all bitches is out there doing it like that.
Just like Applebee's.
girl, buy one get one free. Exactly.
Selling yourself short. We are
All
the
them
power.
discounts.
We're
Okay.
supposed to be the power.
No, it's them Chinese and them South American. They're the
Hell to the
ones.
no. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Also in the news, we was talking about it last week. You know how Blueface, how he stepped to the scene. He just bust out. I didn't even mean to say bust out, but
He was busting it down, boy.
also who was busting it down was Cardi B.
Oh, shit.
She went ahead and she helped him out with the remix, but then after it was all after they released it and everything, Blueface came out and said something about her twerk win stink. Like she had the whole set smelling like dead
But
raccoons.
they said
Now-
he didn't say that.
That was no, it wasn't him.
That would have been his
He
career
got
is
on-
over.
he
So
got on-
someone else said
He
that.
got on his live and said, not his live, but he posted the situation said it wasn't him. They lying. Him and
Fake
Cardi B
news.
is really pissed. They on some. Y'all got them fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Basically,
now,
he said.
now he
But
ain't
that
standing
wasn't
by
him.
his
He
word.
posted it. Yeah, that it wasn't him. He didn't say that shit.
He didn't say it.
But
So
obviously, it was someone in his group.
somebody said it, and
Somebody
everybody
said
been
it.
saying it, Cardi. I mean, you got to get your shit together. I don't know what's going on and why these people talking about you.
Wait a minute, the Uber driver
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
What did he say?
He said that
It
she was
smelled.
smelling bad.
Yeah. No, there's another girl who used to live with her that has a big.
She got in the Uber driver supposedly, and she smelled. And supposedly she made a video live talking about that's why she pulled her pants down. And there was a video of her with her pants down talking about her shit. No,
But if
Cardi
your
made a
shit
video
hot-
talking about. She made a video saying that her shit wasn't feeling right or smelling right. She pulled her pants down and she was showing everybody.
I seen that video.
And she was like, sometimes you gotta let a bitch breathe, basically. And
That
supposedly
shit
she
was
made that
breathing
because
too
the Uber-
hard.
Yeah.
No, because you know what? Honestly, if your pussy is hot, you can't be wearing no nylon underwear. You gotta have cotton. That shit gotta breathe. Yeah.
She had on them tight ass jeans.
Exactly.
And she had to pull that shit down.
With no drawers. Like, bitch,
said
that's
you
why
gotta
you got a
bust it
yeast
down.
infection.
That shit's gonna give you a yeast infection, Cardi. You need to go and look, take care of that. I don't know why people talking about you, but if people talking about you, you gotta take care of yourself, okay? Go to the
Especially if they
doctor,
said that
get a few
shit.
refreshed,
Oh,
take
yeah.
some, there's this little stuff, the little pills you can take for yeast infection. Do something about that. You don't want your Turk wind out there.
Turk Queen.
You don't want motherfuckers talking about your twerk wind and shit.
Nobody don't want the
I like to
cheese.
know that my twerk wind is
And she
zero.
seems ratchet. Like, she'll just be spreading it even though
Right.
she knows there's a whiff. Like,
Damn.
bitch, what
And
you
I
know
was
whiff?
saying, I was like, why would Blueface say that? He had her on the single, the video, and he just gonna bust her out like that. I was like, damn. Maybe he secretly said it to somebody else, and it was like, shit, we gonna release that shit.
Yeah.
I think
Or
that's
someone
all
else in the group may have said that.
Right. Somebody said.
Well,
it.
there's a girl with her own YouTube page that said that Cardi B has herpes.
Oh, damn.
They've been and said,
Yeah, and she said she was like in New York in the streets, like doing. What's the guy who bought prostitution? She was the soliciting part on the other side.
All right,
Bitch was
y'all.
selling pussy. So
Okay, point blank, she was selling pussy.
Cardi, I ain't got nothing against you though. I love you. I mean, I don't know, but you good people, I guess. Shit, I don't know if I.
I mean,
love
every
you, but-
bitch is selling pussy to a degree, but I'm just saying,
All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and
Dinner
take
for the
a
pussy.
champagne party break. Are we supposed to still be trying to talk sexy?
No.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That went out the
Fuck that
window.
up.
We forgot that quick. We was like, we gonna talk sexy the whole and then.
Okay, we got one more segment to try.
We're gonna try it again when we come back after these messages. We're gonna come back from break and we're gonna introduce our guest, Miss Una. But first, we're gonna go with Cardiana with the twerk win
Cardiana.
and Blueface with Tatiana.
Cardiana, and I thought the
Heck, we are back from our little champagne party break and we are live with Miss Una, model, actress. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me, guys.
And also today we're going to talk about friendship betrayal. Okay, all the situations that's been going on with the Kardashians, and it's not just them. It's a lot of different people, a lot of different groups, friendships. We got to understand what it means to be a friend or all that stuff. So we're going to talk about betrayal. But first, we're about to find out about Miss Una. So what's going on? Tell us about how you doing.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for coming to the champagne party.
Thanks for having me.
Sorry we don't have any champagne, but
Yeah, I was hoping you would have some, but it's okay. I'll just get it later.
we're not allowed to have it inside. We'll have it outside later. So tell, what in the hell is going on?
Damn, hold on, yo, you got a shoulder run. What you doing? What you doing?
It's always on one.
Man,
On 10.
I'm over here trying to conduct
Love it.
On
an
10.
interview, and all of a sudden I get a glimpse out my side.
I need a camera looking at me.
Okay. Anyway, so you model, you do acting, you do influencing. What else? Like, you do a lot of stuff. I see your resume. I was like, shit, you need a whole other page to roll out.
We do. I am pretty much all in one. I do everything. I am everything.
Ooh,
I model, I act, I've done some reality TV. I'm a social media influencer. Follow me today, the numero una, one and only. Yes, that is my birth name. Everyone asks, so before they do. And yeah, just living life.
Awesome. So how did you get started into the industry, business, and all that stuff? What was like your first job coming in?
First initial job, it's been about 3 years, by the way, full-time modeling. First job was with like a boutique agency. We just did a photo shoot, test shoot, nothing paid. And I love all my paid stuff, so that was a little hard for me at first. But I've learned you have to kind of get some exposure and experience under your belt to ask for those paid jobs. So for about like 6-7 months, I was just doing a lot of trade work and stuff like that. I started out of here, and then I went to Miami for about 3 months. Worked there, a lot of different good photographers. And it just kind of built up from there. Word of mouth is everything.
Oh, yes.
So
Definitely.
it keeps me busy.
And you've also done acting. What kind of acting?
I've done reality.
Okay.
I've done a few commercials. No film, but that is the goal.
Okay.
But I have done 2 reality shows.
Which ones?
The main one that everyone always talks about is on WeTV, Dr. Miami. It was season 1. And I had the whole episode there. It was a lot of fun, very personal, definitely. So my whole life was just like, ta-da!
Well, Dr. Miami is like plastic surgery. So
Correct,
What
yes.
plastic surgery did you get?
So I actually went on there initially. People always assume my body's fake. I've had no body work done. But I went there publicly to get my nose done.
Okay.
So it was brand building because I do want my fans to know that. But also, my nose was always bothering me.
Yeah.
So I had it done like publicly on TV.
Wow.
So
Cut my
what
whole
was it
face
about your
open.
nose that you did not like before?
So I'm a foreigner. I'm from Serbia. So my nose, we have really like pointy noses.
Okay.
So it was like from the front, you can't tell a huge difference, but from the side, oh my gosh,
Okay.
you definitely could. So
Did it hurt? Like
so bad,
the process?
so bad.
I can
They gave you pain pills, right? Though, and like the downtime.
Oh, I was drugged out
Okay.
like a week straight. But people did say it doesn't hurt. It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, but you're happy with the outcome.
So happy, yes.
It
That's
looks
all that
good.
matters.
You look good. I didn't even know
Thank
you
you.
had a nose job.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't want
amazing.
like anything like, oh, okay.
But everyone noses grow every year, I think.
You know what? I just read that somewhere.
No, your ears and your noses grow like a quarter of an
shit.
inch.
The weird facts till you're old.
Yeah, till you're
It
old.
just never stops.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people do go and get the little tip chopped because I'm
so fear.
There's Italian in my family. There's some noses in mine, so I'm like, girl.
I got
But
that.
no, your shit does. No, the noses and the ears grow.
So
I
that's why
wonder
you
if the fake ones
It's all
grow.
good. I got a tiny ear.
Oh, I
Good
know.
question, right?
Does the penises grow?
Ooh, wait, what you say?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Mine
Does the
grow.
penis grow every year?
Seem like they
Oh, it
get
gotta be the
smaller.
nose
They
and ear,
shrivel
right?
up a
Mine go
little bit.
every day.
They shrivel,
They
huh?
shrivel up a little bit. They stop working. They got to start taking pills and shit.
It's
Yeah,
the opposite for those.
They made the growth in the wrong areas. Fuck.
Damn.
God.
Yeah, we don't need Pinocchio on this bitch.
What if your nose does grow if you lie though?
Shit, there'll be some motherfuckers.
Some men
Yeah,
would walk around like, not saying all men lie, I'm just saying. Because the guys in the room looked at me like,
My nose be the same size.
Look, you already know they lie.
Okay, so that's probably why it shrivels. No.
All right. Okay, sorry you guys.
I got confirmation. That's why their hairline's backed up.
Girl, high five. Come on. Safari.
Look, y'all got
Tell
a lot
the
of
truth.
wigs and shit now.
I'm over
because
here
y'all
like-
know.
See, they was talking about our weaves and stuff. Now they gotta draw a hairline.
Oh my God, they glue
They
it.
spraying
They
hair.
glue
They
it.
spraying shit in their head and.
I seen some
Tell me,
crazy.
You
y'all
seen
do
the one with the glue when it's like some yarn?
Yes.
So they can do makeup.
They was doing the waves. And it was a whole process. They
They did.
I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, what are they trying to do? I gotta watch this some more.
Talking about witchcraft.
And by the end, they had had straight waves. I was seasick.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Our witchcraft ain't that bad. We do a sew. Y'all do the whole yard with the glue and then the lay down in the spray and then nick. You know?
Oh my
So now y'all cannot talk about us no more.
No, you can't.
Anyways, back to
I
Emma.
can't.
Sorry, we tend to get off subject.
I don't have that shit.
That is
He filmed some type of. He had to take himself to the mirror.
He had to show his hairline. Like, we enjoy it.
I see that little circle. I see that little ball circle
You
coming in.
stupid.
No, he got a good hairline. He does.
All right. Okay.
He got the
Miss
V
Una,
hairline.
Sorry. Okay. And you said you was on another news station as well.
Damn.
Yes, I did an appearance in growing up hip hop. Sorry, I think
okay.
Love and Hip Hop Awards. So that's why I was like, yeah, I did an appearance there, but it was just one episode, and I was like an extra appearance.
Was
so.
it on Atlanta or LA?
LA.
Okay.
It was about a year or two ago. It was just an appearance. I was just talking to a friend about like a situation.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So how was that whole vibe being on that set and seeing how things
The
was
process.
there any drama
And-
what was going on?
I don't know. I feel like with reality, it is drama, but
Staged.
a lot of it
Mm-hmm.
is staged. But I'm not saying scripted. I'm just saying like they put
Oh,
certain people in certain situations. I feel so, and then it kind of becomes what it is. So I believe the fights are real, the conversations are real, but yeah, I feel it's just kind of putting people in a position more so.
To create more
Yeah.
drama.
So.
Yeah, they get the crazy people and put them in situations knowing they're gonna react a certain way.
Right, but hey, it's the viewers, and that's
Yeah.
what entertainment is for.
I think it's
so.
fun. I think it's good
Yeah,
television.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why we follow. If it
Mhm.
was just boring, there's nothing going on, no one's gonna follow.
Right. And
So,
people talk about
yeah.
everybody want to be loving hip hop. Well, that's where the entertainment
Yeah.
is. It's where the entertainment
I
is.
think on the LA, the show that you were talking about, Peppa's boyfriend was in trouble for being gay or something like that.
Wait a minute.
He had a gay porno.
We talking
Wait.
about Salt and Pepper?
She
Yeah.
Wait a
Oh
minute, wait a
wow,
minute.
really?
Whoa.
Trench?
Wait a
No, not
minute.
Trench, girl. Her boyfriend that was dating her. I just was watching one
So
season.
was he bi?
Well, he had a gay porno with his legs up. I don't know.
So
Wait a minute.
he was bi.
I mean, but if a guy wants his ass licked, your legs can be up too.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm speechless. Sophia, I just want
No,
one
but
show.
when she said the show name and gave
Are
me
you looking
those
ass?
thoughts-
I can't think of who that is, but
It is Andre.
I don't
That's
even
his name.
want to.
His name is Andre.
Andre.
You didn't know all
Pepper
that
was dating
going
her
on.
bodyguard.
She said I was not there for that. I
Not
wasn't
there.
for that.
Missed that whole part.
It's the same season though that you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I don't keep up with anyone but me, honestly.
No, that's good. That was good. But they do put those type of things in the reality show.
No, of
and-
course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's part
And
of
it's
like the
probably-
storyline.
It's probably true, and it sucks that it comes out for people like that, but hey.
It's entertainment.
Yeah. So if you got dirt, don't go on reality shows.
Yeah, that's where we.
Or be ready. Or be
Yeah.
ready to
Or be
like,
ready.
hey, I did this.
I
Okay,
think
so
they
what?
are.
Let's
Because
move
you
on.
know they're gonna dig
Yeah,
it up.
no, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so Una, tell us something that nobody else knows
Oh,
that they
wow.
would like to know from you. Some secrets.
Okay, all the secrets, I love it. People, I'm very, very spiritual. People usually obviously follow me for how I look. And I'm a model, so I do expect that. But like I love having my little private life too, where I don't put everything out there. I'm very spiritual. I meditate every day. Do my little affirmations that come into manifestations and all the above. So I'm all about that life, and a lot of people don't really know that about me. Not that it bothers me or anything, but that's probably one unexpected thing. Yeah.
That's very positive. What's your sign?
Scorpio, the best sign in the universe.
Wait a minute,
No, they're the freakiest sign. They're the ones.
That too. No, but we are the best sign in the universe.
No,
It's
Virgo,
all about the
baby.
Pisces.
Virgo.
Just saying.
We need to do a hands.
Hold on, I got a question
Who's all
about
Pisces in here?
manifestation.
Go ahead.
Who's all Scorpio?
Boo.
Who's all Scorpio? What?
Oh, there's
what?
more?
You're Scorpio?
No, I'm a Gemini.
My best friend's a Gemini.
Who's Aquarius?
Gemini.
We're all in here too.
I don't care. It's
Virgo?
about the Pisces.
Virgo, right here, the
Aries?
Empress, baby. The Empress.
Cancer?
Right here.
Oh, look.
I mean, you guys are cool, but
Sagittarius, yeah. There's no
Oh, you sensitive as hell, huh?
Hard-headed. Ooh, they hard-headed.
So there's a few lone Pisces, a few lone Virgos,
Gemini.
but there's a couple Scorpios in the house. So
Hey, she mentioned that she likes to manifest. Have you ever manifested something and you realized you didn't ask for it specific enough? Like I've manifested something, and like recently I was living way out in the country, and I manifested that I wanted to move back to the city. I wanted to move like Downey. Yeah, that's what I was telling the universe about, Downey somewhere. Why is it that my enemy is the one that laid my bed for me to move to Downey? And I'm like, God damn, like I manifested this, but I didn't tell the universe exactly what I wanted. So when it came to me, it was from the devil, basically.
So she's Downey from
right here.
Downey from buttfuck Oklahoma.
I love it. You know what? The universe is not fair. It just gives you what you give it. So you might have not been clear enough for it, or maybe you just said, I just want this, but when you were asking for it, you weren't feelings-wise in a positive place. I don't know, but I'm just saying, because I manifested bad or good.
Yeah.
So that's why my mind is still only on the good.
Yeah.
Because it
That
will
is a
happen.
great
And
perspective, yeah.
then you're like, damn, I don't really want that like that. But it's because you didn't clarify enough for you to manifest how you wanted to. Like in a positive, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it isn't no yes or no, right?
Huh?
It isn't no like yes or no. It just knows what you're asking for.
Yeah,
There is no
it's
no.
not specific.
Yeah.
You
You
gotta
live
be
in it.
specific, right?
Right, you have to be very specific, and it's very inclusion based. So,
Okay, so Una.
yes.
Sorry.
I can talk about this all day. Don't get me started.
No, I love it. That's the best. That's
Yeah.
my favorite type of conversation. So I love you already.
Right. So is there any projects that you're working on that you want everybody to know about?
I'm always working. I don't even know what's next. My life is like, it could be one thing one day, next thing another.
Yeah.
So
What
just
should everybody look out for?
just me. Just look out for me and nothing and no one else.
Okay. Check those.
Nothing else matters.
Social media. Check me out. I'm gonna let you know what's going on.
Right.
Right.
I'll keep you updated. Turn your post notifications on.
Tell them where to find you, Una.
The Numera Una, Instagram, Twitter.
Facebook? You have Facebook too?
You know, I don't. There's like fan pages, but I don't have a personal one.
Okay, so there you have it, Miss Una. You know, she just told you where you guys can find her. We gotta wrap this champagne party up because they left us in the dark. And people wanted to feel on stuff and stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know what? We're gonna talk all about it on the next champagne party. I didn't even have time to talk about backstabbing friends and what friendship means because we need a whole show for that shit. So we ain't even gonna touch base on it. But we will be coming back talking about this blackout. So you guys have heard it here. This is Champagne Party.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming. And we gonna snoop it out.
Shoot.
This is DJ E.